Hi, it's Lucy, so welcome back to my channel. So this video is all about easy ways to achieve weight loss, and these are really sensible but highly effective ways that you can achieve your healthy body weight. And I think these 5 things are so important, and yet often they're overlooked and we focus too much on the wrong areas, which is why people don't see results or why their weight then yo-yos up and down. And I'm going to share with you now 5 easy ways to make weight loss and fitness and health and a healthy lifestyle really easy. Okay, so number 1, the first thing you must do is get rid of those weighing scales. I don't care where you put them, throw them out of the window, run them over, go and give them to a charity shop, just get rid of them, because they can be the biggest demotivator, because we can become obsessed with stepping on those weighing scales, all right? And the truth is, when we start exercising and toning up and eating right foods, we're actually going to be burning off huge amounts of body fat, but we're going to be toning up muscle tissue. Muscle tissue is 3 times denser, heavier than body fat. So that's where the weighing scales aren't going to tell you what you want to hear. But you know what? Your results are going to be, you're going to see them in inches. So swap, or as I said, get rid of those weighing scales and use a tape measure instead. And better still, you know, if you've got a skinny pair of jeans or a tight dress, just put that on once every week, and then you can start to see the results, because those clothes are going to start to feel looser. So don't step on the weighing scales, as they can be the biggest demotivator. So the second thing is be patient. Okay, I am so guilty of being the most impatient person, and the older I've got, I've realised actually sometimes being patient really does make whatever your goal is, it makes it in a way kind of come quicker. And I think with weight loss, too many people just want results straight away, and again they just get deflated if they haven't reached there by a certain time. Whereas being realistic with weight loss, we want to be able to reach our healthy weight and stay at that weight for life, really. So we can't expect it to happen overnight, but what we can do is we can expect every day to be working hard towards that goal. So, break it down. Just focus on the here and now. Just focus on every day doing something that is really healthy for your body, instead of just being impatient and wanting that end result kind of within a week's time. Because, if you've got to lose 2 stone, you're not going to lose that in 2 weeks. If you do, it's been unhealthy, because that will probably be mostly muscle tissue. We want to look at losing a healthy amount of weight, between 1 to 3 pounds a week. And, that can be about 1.5 inches around the waist. Just do it sensibly. Be patient, and I tell you what, patience is a virtue, because it will get you where you want with your weight loss. So don't expect it overnight, but do expect results, because it will happen, but just focus on each day, one day at a time. So the next one is really simple, but it's so effective, because it's all about balance. And let's be honest, the minute someone tells us we can't do that or we can't have that, it's the first thing we want to do. So in a way, we're going to trick the mind a little bit and just say, you know what, we're going to be really good 80% of the time, and we're not going to say that you can't ever have this, because I think the minute you say that, you obsess about it and you want it all the time. So instead, just really make sure that the majority of the time you're really good and you have healthy choices. But you know what, if on a Friday night you think you want to go out for dinner or for cocktails, and you fancy having a starter, main course, dessert, well, you know what, that's fine. Just make sure you train harder the next day, and also just make sure it's just kind of like once a week on there. And I think, we've got to enjoy life as well. That is really important, and it is important you don't then get cross with yourself and just think you're never going to achieve results, because you will, as long as you keep that balance the same on there. All right, so think of it as 80% of the time, the majority of the time, you are really good, and then 20% of the time you're allowed to let yourself off the hook a little. Okay. So the next one is something that actually applies not just to weight loss, but in so many different areas of our life. And I've had it a lot in my life, in perhaps with my career and relationships, lots of different things, where I've never believed that I'm going to reach where I've wanted to. I've always doubted myself, and I've always just thought, you know, I'll never be able to do this or achieve that. And really, when I had that mindset, I really struggled to do that, and it was a little bit like this voice in my mind was like sabotaging where I wanted to get. Yet as soon as I changed that, and I then thought, actually, I do believe that I can achieve that. I do believe I can be happy. I do believe I can reach my dreams, reach my goals. And then the minute I started applying that attitude, I started to reach those dreams and goals. And you know, so that's why I'm really passionate about that when I'm training my clients or writing my books, is say to them, you have to believe you are going to reach your target weight. If you don't believe that, then you won't. You know, our minds are so incredible. It isn't just about what we eat or about doing our workouts. We have to really believe. And so every morning, just tell yourself, you know, you have that ability to reach that goal and achieve that. And I was always told, no, you'll never do a book, you'll never do, you know, whatever, because I have, and I've got lots more on the way. And you know what? I then really started to believe in myself, and I've been so knocked back in the industry. I've been ripped off. I cannot tell you how many times, and now I'm standing up for myself. And you know, people that have used and abused me, bye-bye. Don't need them anymore, because I believe in me now, and you should believe in you. And I tell you what, when you do that, that's when you start seeing amazing results. So keep focused, and every day believe you can achieve it. And then the next one is sleep. Sleep is really important, as when we sleep, that's when the body is repairing ourselves. And if we have less than 7 hours sleep, ideally, then what happens is the healing process of the body isn't really as effective, and it has a knock-on effect on the next day, because it just then means you're not burning as many calories. And also it increases a hormone which I can never pronounce, so it's coming up here now. And this hormone, what it does is, when you've not had enough sleep, it triggers more production of this hormone. And what that does is it gives a signal to your brain telling you you're hungry. And so that's why if you've had a really late night, then the following day you might find that you eat so much, and that's because of that hormone, again, still the one I can't pronounce. So really making sure you're in bed nice and early and getting 7 to 8 hours sleep will really help with a weight loss. And also it's just really good because you wake up feeling fresh-faced the next day. So an early night, but you know what, again, let's go back to that 80-20. Sometimes you're allowed to party all night and have a late night, but majority of the time make sure you get your 7 to 8 hours sleep a night. Okay, so there we are. There are my 5 top tips for making weight loss really easy. So number 1 is just remember, bin those scales, get rid of them. Number 2 is to be patient. Number 3 is remember it's important to have balance. And number 4 is you must believe, and it is so important, believe you can do it, because when you believe you can achieve, it's a little bit corny, but it's really true. And then number 5 is make sure you get plenty of sleep. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. And if you're not already, then do subscribe to my channel, because I'm posting up regularly now, lots of workouts. I do like my 100 rep workouts, outdoor workouts, motivation and nutrition, and lots more. And also, if you've got any comments or any questions about weight loss, etc., fitness, then do let me know in the comments box below, and I promise I will get back to you.